Hey y'all, good morning and good news. I found my Abundant lip gloss. It has been lost for 3 weeks in the bottom of my purse. Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't hopping on here to share that with you. That was just bonus. But I wanted to share with you this easy contoured look for hooded lids. Now I have been trying to pare down the amount of makeup that I use every day. Because I enjoy makeup so much, and I would go full glam, glitter, wing, lashes, you know, everything every single day. So, but the problem with that is, as much fun as that is when it comes time for me to like dress up, you know, and gussy myself up, I really don't look that different. So, plus, you know, just trying to carve out a little bit more time for myself to do the things that are frankly more important than makeup every single day. I wanted to try to simplify this look. And so the first thing that I did was I just did a winged liner and, you know, my normal blush, highlight, a nice lip, and then, you know, of course my brows, because I'll be honest, they always need help. And, but the problem that I was running into because of the way that my eyes are shaped is I had this beautiful dramatic lid here. But when I did a bold wing, it would transfer up. When I did a minimal wing, it looked like I had no makeup on. And basically it just looked like I had, you know, a little bit of lashes and then 6 miles of nothing up to my eyebrow. And I wound up looking tired, and I just didn't like it at all. So it brought me back to to kind of realizing that for hooded lids, especially if they're shaped similar to mine, where you have a lot of upper lid space, but not a whole lot of lower lid space, my eyes really benefit from a little bit of contouring by way of eyeshadow. And it doesn't really have to be a whole lot, as you can, I mean, hopefully can see in this, like that doesn't look like a whole lot. And, but it really makes a world of difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I did it today. You need 3 shadows, and the Jet Setter eyeliner, or a multitasker if you prefer that for eyeliner. So the first thing that we're going to start with here, I've already primed my, my lids. I'm going to take a little bit of Spoiled, which is kind of the peachy shade, and I'm tapping it off quite considerably because I don't want a whole lot, and I definitely don't want a lot of visible shimmer. So I'm going to buff it out really, really well, but I'm going to go from the crease of my eye to about halfway up the available lid space that I have on the upper lid. And this is just the transition shade I've talked about before. It also kind of just adds like a background of warmth to the eye, which is really, really nice. And it helps, having that color there kind of helps prevent harsh lines from forming, so it looks more blended. You get a more blended, seamless kind of look. Now, once that's in place, I'm gonna take the Savvy Minerals blending brush, and I'm going to dip into a little bit of, which one is this? Times Square, which is the kind of taupey gray, mid-tone taupey gray shade from the holiday collection, which if you haven't gotten the holiday collection yet, girl, if you've been wanting neutrals, matte neutrals, this is as close as you're going to get with Savvy Minerals. So I'm going to get a little bit on the blending brush here, and then I'm going to go in the crease slightly above, because my crease kind of disappears right when I open my eyes. So I want that in there, but I really kind of want to create a crease for me a little bit higher up than where mine actually is. So I'm going to just kind of wiggle it in there, little circular motions back and forth, and getting a little bit in that outer corner there too, just to kind of make it a little bit seamless. Oh, I forgot a step, y'all. That's okay, we'll fix it. Okay, so before you do that though, go into a little bit of Wanderlust. I just take some on my finger. You can wet it or not. What I like to do though is I like to lay down a layer first, see how it looks, see how I feel. And if I feel like I need a little bit more bang, then I just get a little bit of misting spray on my finger and tap in and add it in. Okay, now back to this. So load up your brush, tap off really well. In the crease, just slightly above. Like I said, you're using this as contour on your eye. Think about it that way. You're creating a crease that's just a little bit higher than your natural one, or just to make it more visible, you know. If you have hooded eyes, sometimes your crease, you open your eyes, your crease just disappears, and especially if you have minimal space up on your upper lid, it's just lashes and then your eyebrow, you know. So by doing this, if you have that, you know, kind of miles of upper lid space like I do, this really helps to kind of create a crease and make your eyes look a little bit more structured and a little bit more wide open and awake. Okay, so you don't need a whole lot, y'all. I mean, really, it's subtle. A little goes a long way. Another thing that I like to do just to kind of amp it up just a little bit, is I get a little bit of jet setter on a very pointed brush like this. Tap off the excess, and then I just go right in that outer corner and just darken that up, just running it along like the outer third of the lash line at the bottom. Good morning, Cindy. And then just a little bit up into that corner there, if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, then I go in with eyeliner. So you can do a wing like I did, and I'll show you how I did that. Or you could just do my regular old lash trick. Just whatever your preference is. I'm going to show you the lash trick first, and then we'll amp it up a little bit. Okay, so you just wet your jet setter in the cap. Here, get a little bit in the cap. Spritz it with misting spray. Use a very pointed brush. I believe the Savvy Minerals eyeliner brush has a pointed end like this. And you just run it, come from underneath your lashes and just get right in at the base of the lashes. You don't want to go in the skin underneath your lashes because that will burn a little bit and that's not comfortable. So you just wiggle it in right at the roots of the lashes and fill that in. And for hooded eyes, this is a really helpful way to do your, a really helpful trick to do your liner, because typically, depending on how hooded your lids are, how much lid space you have, if you do liner on the top of the lashes, you're gonna get transfer and it's just gonna be a mess. So this kind of keeps that to a minimum. Okay, and you could just put on mascara and leave it at that and be done. But y'all know me, right? Y'all know I'm going to do a wing. So if you want to do a wing, let me show you the easiest way to do this, especially if you have hooded eyes. So most tutorials will show you to come out from the top and extend your lash line out towards the tail of your brow. Well, if you have hooded eyes, especially if you're a little bit older and maybe things aren't, gravity isn't working the same way on both sides, right? So what the easiest way to do that is to kind of follow the line created by your lower lash line, going up towards your tail, and just do a little boop, a little line right there. And then you connect it in. And try to keep it very tight, close to the lash line, because again, with hooded eyes, the more liner you put on above the lash line, the greater the risk of transfer, and then you just have a mess and you feel yucky, and you know, the makeup doesn't have the effect that you want it to have, you know, because you're feeling insecure about the mess your eyeballs created. And then one thing that I do like to do, since I do have hooded eyes, and they kind of flap against each other all day, is I like to get a little bit of the jet setter dry on a smaller kind of angled brush, and then I just tap it over that outer corner, and y'all see the fallout right there because I didn't tap off. Good thing I didn't do my under eye yet there on that side. And there you go. You have winged liners, and you know, I mean, when you have hooded eyes, you're not gonna have them perfectly symmetrical, but I think that's pretty darn close. Okay, so that's that for the upper part. Oh, you're welcome, Amy. Thank you. Good morning. I'm gonna clean up. And y'all, the reason I've gotten some questions about the order I do my makeup in, And I typically do my eyes first, and then I do my base makeup and all of that stuff. And this is why, because when you get fallout under your eyes, and you will with this makeup, you just will, no matter how much you tap off, you're gonna have a little bit. You have to clean up. So I always do my eyes first, but for this video, for you, I did one eye and the rest of my face. So now I have to go in and do my under eye really quickly before I finish this eye. Okay, and this is going on a little bit longer than I was expecting, but sorry about that. I was trying to keep it like 5 to 7 minutes, and I talked too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly apply my concealer, and then we'll finish up the eye and be done. And I can rush out the door and head to work, because of course, I'm running late. I used to never run late, and now all of a sudden, like, I run late all the time, and I don't like it. Okay, almost done. Hold, please. Oh, I put way too much. That's gonna come back and bite me later, but okay, we'll deal with it then. All right, now to finish the eyes, one thing that that I like to do as well is I like to just run a little bit of the Times Square, that contour color that we used, just under the lash line. I don't go right up close tight to the eye. I try to leave a little bit of space because it helps to make the eye look a little bit bigger. And I don't go super heavy with it because of my hooded eyes smacking together all day mascara. It will just create raccoon eyes under there. So, so I keep the makeup on the lower lash line to a minimum for the most part. If I'm going to like a party or something where the makeup only has to last for a couple of hours, then, you know, I'll glam up the lower lash line a little bit more. But for every day when this makeup has to last 14, 16 hours, yeah, I don't put a whole lot down there. Okay, so lash trick, put on a coat of mascara. I've shared this before, but you know, some people might be new. If so, hi, welcome. My name's Tina. I love makeup. I love Savvy Minerals. And I'm coating my lashes with the Diamond Dust Veil and then putting another coat of mascara. And the veil acts as like fibers, but it doesn't flake off and irritate your contact lenses like other fibers do. And then I'm doing just another coat just on the outer half of my lashes, just to kind of build that up and emphasize the shape I created with the wing. Okay, and then just lightly dusting on the lower lash line because I don't want to look like a raccoon later. I have worship team practice tonight. I have to see people. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. There's the eyes done. I'm gonna, this is not Savvy Minerals, sorry. They haven't made lipsticks that I really like yet. But I am gonna top it off with a little bit of the lips gloss from, I can't remember what it's called. There's no name on it. I hate this wand. The light drives me insane. But it's a really pretty color, especially on top of that MAC. Cindy girl, you can do it. No, that's not Maven, Amy. Maven is the other one like this, the darker one like this. I can't remember what it's called. Somebody will remember and post in the comments, but it comes with the holiday collection. So yeah, other than highlight, which I need to do, yeah, eyes are done. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you got some tips and tricks and ideas and ways to try it yourself. It's kind of been my go-to everyday look. It's just done enough without taking a whole lot of time, and I feel put together, I feel pretty, and and there's still room for me to glam it up more for nights out and parties and things like that. So, so anyway, there you go. Hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing on your way out. If you have any comments or questions about anything that I shared, you can pop those down in the comment section below. Or you can find me on Facebook at Savvy Girls Guide or Instagram at SavvyGirlsGuide_YL. I'd love to chat with you there too. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have an awesome day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.